What is going on, people? Happy football Saturday to the folks. We're going to talk about some stuff, but one of the things I need to point to your attention, I have another free course, How to Never Be Broke. The link is below. Go ahead and grab that so we can sit here and chop up some of this stuff. Normally I'm supposed to be off, but it hit me. Next week is Thanksgiving, and I'm not going to do anything on Thanksgiving Day, I don't think. Probably give my assistant Thanksgiving Day off, and the day after, she could take 2 days off if she wants to. And I'm trying to put together some of these drug deals because I got all kinds of stuff going on. I bought a car today. I sold a car today. I got a car coming from Florida. It's interesting. Hopefully I can get my other vehicle before Thanksgiving, but we will see, because I'm waiting on the notary because, when you buy a car in another state over the internet, there's a lot of moving little parts. So we got all that going on. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. Hopefully everyone is having a good night. Everyone's well, I didn't really work. I was running in errands and stuff. I had a thought, because one of the things that I like to do is enjoy myself. And I'm going to tell you something that's going to sound completely crazy to the average person, because I had two really nice vehicles. I had a BMW X5M and I had the Porsche. But here's how it's going to go. This is going to sound crazy. The BMW that I'm upgrading is black with a red interior, right? And I was thinking I didn't really want to have a black and blue car, and I wanted a red car. So I got a red car with black interior, and then the SUV is going to be black with red interior. And there's probably going to be a third car coming up here too, because I'm having some fun here. I'm having some fun. Money never sleeps. This is great. This is 100%. This is 100%. Oh yeah. Let's see what y'all got to say. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of stuff is coming up. All right. Oh no, we about to get into that in a minute. Buster freestyle. That's funny. Thank you, Wayman Brown, for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Well, if you see a red one, it's on the community page. It's got that new car smell. I mean, it is so sexy. It is so sexy. But yeah, that's what I'm working with now. And it's faster than the last one. It is way faster. Probably going to take it out on the highway. When I went to sell my car, because here's a little tip. I was doing some stuff with Kelly Blue Book, and they lowballed me. And then I went to Carvana. Carvana actually bought my vehicle for $7,000 more than Kelly Blue Book and all these other dealers were going to get, because if I probably lost about $4K, because if I sold it myself, I could have sold it for a little bit more. But I'm busy. I got stuff going on, and just the expediency. If you're trying to sell a car, Carvana is the ish. Carvana is the joint. I mean, essentially went in there, turned over the title and everything, and they paid me instantly, cash money in my account. So that was nice. That was nice. I'm probably not going to buy a Lamborghini or Ferrari no time soon. Like I got probably like 25, 30 credit cards. I'm not selling trade lines. If that's something you want to do, go ahead and knock yourself out. Work hard, play hard. No, I didn't get the GT series because those are track cars. Even though this car does have a track mode. So let's go ahead and talk about what's going to happen. This year's been really a bear for many, many people. And this is to add insult because, I was just sitting there. I woke up this morning, had some company last night. It was very nice, very nice. Woke up this morning with a happy ending. And I got up and I started doing some stuff. And I went to the Porsche dealership. And I just made the decision when I drove it that I'm gonna buy this bad boy. So I had to come back, get the title, get the keys and everything, and roll on back. Good thing I didn't keep the title in the safe deposit box. That would have been kind of awkward. But it's fun. I'm not like a McLaren guy, maybe a little bit later in the future. But this is one of the things, like when this whole thing started and I started doing these live streams and I was urging people to go hard, to do more, to be productive, to be active, because essentially what's about to happen. All right, let's go ahead and look at it. The Democrats did not get the Senate. There's two vigorous races here in Georgia about that Senate, and it's going to go down to the wire. So if the Democrats don't get the Senate, you will not see the mother of all stimulus packages. You're not going to see that. And what you're going to see is more political gridlock. You're going to see more junk. You're going to see more stuff. I am not affiliated with any mastermind groups. Not yet. I actually met someone today. We're going to start talking. We're going to do another lockdown. America can't handle it. Hey, Joe Biden has gone on record and said he's not going to do another lockdown, but the pandemic is surging. We don't know. We don't know what 2021 has to hold. But it just kind of dawned on me that, we only have like 5 weeks left in the year. And what's going to happen is 12 million Americans are going to come off unemployment right after Christmas. But that ain't the worst of it. Evictions have resumed. And depending upon what type of stimulus package that Congress puts out, because I have a feeling that they're going to try to put a moratorium on foreclosures for another year, which will delay the housing crash. Because I feel that that's coming down the pike. Because right now, if you go to the website CoreLogic, you will see that we have the highest delinquency mortgage rate right now in the last 20 years, which includes the last recession. So these people are being protected right now. They're being protected. And once that protection ends, because the protection is going to end at some point, the protection is going to end for, like I said, a lot of renters are now facing eviction. Aaron's a good dude. He's a Facebook friend of mine. I've known Aaron for years. He's a little salty. He's a grumpy old man. He's a grumpy millennial, but he's all right. Because essentially, I don't preach the minimalism thing. This is my posture, so to speak. If you want a Lamborghini, go out, figure out what kind of business will get you the money to get the Lamborghini. I don't believe in, obviously, because I'm blowing like 200K this weekend. I don't believe in minimalism. Now I do believe in living a good life. Like once a year, I go around the house And right now I got like 4 iPhones. I need to sell 2 of them. I got some other stuff, and I do an evaluation and I get rid of things that I'm not using. So I do believe in practicality. I got a Sony A9 camera right there that I might part ways with because I got a new Sony camera. It just depends. But I'm not about the minimalism. I'm more about abundant living. Financial education. What was your biggest money mistake in life, and what did you learn from it to teach others? My biggest money mistake, which ended up me being homeless, is I didn't save money. This is why I preach: get a long-term emergency fund, get a short-term emergency fund, get a family operating account. I preach that because that's why I ended up homeless, because I didn't have a savings account. If you want to link up with me, all right, I got all these folks right now because, I got the number up and I got all these folks who want to chit chat and want to talk. If you want to link up with me, if you want to attend the webinar where you get to ask me questions, you need to get into the corporate toolbox, and I'm going to put some other stuff together for Black Friday sales, because I'm not going to sit on the phone and chit chat with you for free. You want to know why? Is it because I'm an asshole? Nope. 2016, I gave away a lot of free courses, and 98% of the people who signed up for those free courses, because they had no investment, nothing, no skin in the game, they didn't open up the courses. Right now, I'm giving you 30 days to 2,500. It's an excellent course. It's a hard course, but if you do it, you'll make some money. It's 100% free. I'm not getting that many people, because in the beginning, I got like about 100 people a day that would sign up for it. Now it's like about 12 people a day will sign up for it. So me getting on the phone and linking up and hooking up and talking to you for free, they ain't really going to help you. It ain't going to help you. You know what, Steve Jameson, is very interesting. I had someone complain on my MailChimp account, one person, and MailChimp, I'm getting ready to leave MailChimp. I'm getting ready to leave MailChimp because one asshole complained versus just unsubscribing, and I got to go through all these changes. So I'm going to leave that. Only broke people talk about minimalism. Hey. Wow, I had an appointment scheduled with my chiropractor today to get a routine adjustment, and was informed that he and his wife in their practice got the Rona recently from a client. Hey, right now, Alabama did not play 2 weeks in a row because I knew they were going to be a little rusty, and it showed up a little bit in the game today. But the Rona is going to be an interruption for many people. Only broke people talk about minimalism, not a true statement. Let me go ahead and give you the game about minimalism. The YouTubers who talk about minimalism do it for the views. They do it because they get paid. Now, there are people who have practical living. I have a friend across the street who's a multimillionaire. He has I think he drives a Subaru, but they go on some crazy vacations. Time is very valuable. Synth Talks, thank you for that $10 Canadian money, some of that OnlyFans money. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you. Josh Barr, you have given away the game for free, but people are too poor to pay attention. Preach. Say that. Say that again. I don't really know. It's funny you mentioned that because I just signed up for Aweber, and it's taken a while for them to import my emails. We will see. All right, Jamar Johnson. Appreciate that. Because one of the things that I want you guys to understand is it's going to be a jacked up Christmas for many, many people. Many people. It's going to be jacked up because I know from my sugar baby research, there's one chick, she's got a job and her factory has closed this week and next week for Thanksgiving, is they're not getting paid. They ain't getting paid. Financial education today, people don't value what cost them nothing. 100%. That's why I don't talk to people for free. You cannot talk to G for free. And I got some people who've gotten salty about that because they feel, I got employees. What I'm going to look like talking to you on the phone for free? What's up? What's up? What do you mean Nexus in New York? What are you talking about? Break that down for me. Hey, financial devices is where it's at. Oh man, I'm telling you, the sugar baby research. Let me tell you what's going to happen, because I was going to create a course for the male channel, and then once I got into it, it is a total and utter cesspool. But based upon my vast analytical skill sets, I saw it as an economic indicator, because I'm telling you, chicks are popping on there left and right like crazy. They are jumping on there because essentially many of these chicks are desperate and broke. That is their situation. It is really, really bad. But I'm here to tell you that, like, this is what I see in 2021. I see Biden becoming the president. I feel that the Democrats are not going to get the Senate, because if the Democrats get the Senate, you will see the mother of all stimulus checks. I mean, they will probably add $5 trillion to the deficit. What do you think about red pill dudes talking free agent lifestyle? I think a lot of dudes are just tapped out. Let me tell you a story. When I was creating my secondary Craigslist protocols, it took me about 3 months to figure it out, get a rhythm. And a lot of people, when they face hardship or things get tough, they just tap out. I think a lot of those dudes are just tapped out because essentially, if you know game and you know women and you understand female nature, women are not that difficult to figure out. Not that difficult at all. All right, Santa Claus. All right, Santa Claus. So one of the things that I want people to understand and to know, that you got two choices. You could be one of the people who can be put upon, meaning that life happens. You lose your job, you get evicted, your car gets repoed. You could be that person. Or you can say, look, I'm going to be uncomfortable. I'm going to be uncomfortable. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to create a business. I'm going to get me some stuff going on in my life. You could be a hero or winner. I don't really know. Thanks for the $5 super chat, David Gora. Why are so few outlets actually talking about this when the impacts to Americans so high? I really don't know. I have no clue, man. Jamar John Johnson, you a pimp. You a pimp. You P-I-M-P, you. But essentially, if you're going to make a decision to remain normal, to be put in a situation where, like right now, because let me go ahead and tell you what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going through Hustler's Kung Fu, and whatever I can give away for free, I'm going to give away for free. I'm going to give it away for free. And part of me wanted to do a discounted version of the Art of Holding, but what I'm doing, the corporate toolbox is so much better, so I'm not going to sell that. I'm not going to do that. Steve Jameson, yes, it is the time. The Art of Becoming More. Good evening. Hey, service businesses is where it is if you want to make instant money. Jukebox, I guess people don't talk about, because essentially, what you're going to have is, I feel, about 30 million people who are going to be unemployed or underemployed, who are going to be in dire straits. And this is going to have a huge impact, because what I'm waiting on is for them to stop protecting these people in these houses, because I fully expect another mortgage moratorium to be announced next year, because this thing is supposed to expire. And with the pandemic raging and we're having people who are still getting laid off, you were saying marriages are going to go up in 2021. What statistics do you have? I have common sense statistics. First of all, let me go ahead and explain some to you guys. Women are becoming increasingly more cooperative. Let's kind of go back in time. Why did your mom and dad get married? They had to get married. And we're going to have economic situations where people are going to be shacking. We're going to have women getting married to their second or third choice of a man because this man's got some money. You're going to have the grandparents, you're going to have the parents, the kids, you're going to have 3 generations under one roof. Time's about to get hard. So this is why people are about to start getting married. Stalking the comments. Hey, Mitch ain't going nowhere. Oregon just canceled evictions to June 30th next year. I did not know that. Because I feel what they're going to do is keep pushing the pain off. They're going to keep kicking the can down the road. I fully expect some other congressional life preserver for people in the houses who are behind on their mortgages. I fully expect that. You can do whatever you want to, Box Hero. All right, I'm glad you enjoy it. Like, once again, for everyone who's just joining, the links below, How to Never Be Broke Again. It's a course. It's just me giving you some speeches on how you can go ahead and set yourself up nicely. Dijon, marriages went up in 2008, so it would be safe to assume they will be the same for 2020. Dijon Watson, appreciate you. I've seen an article where landlords, because, all right, here's the thing, the Sister Crystal show. These landlords got to pay that mortgage. Most of these landlords have a mortgage. Very few landlords have property that's paid off where they can weather this storm. Very few. No, I think Biden will run for president next election if he's around. I think that a lot of women are going to stop having kids. I think that's going to be a big thing. Hunter Harrington, I'm a medical doctor and I can make no clue out of all your suggestions. Sorry. Hunter, you're not that bright, and I don't believe you're a doctor. They're going to sucker guys. Not really. Lawsuits against government would be big in 2021 since they're facing financial harm. Essentially, what is happening is like these landlords. Here's one of the things. If you are a landlord and you take this moratorium, you cannot refinance your house. You cannot do anything. You can't get another mortgage. If you read the fine print, if you take the eviction or the mortgage moratorium where you can don't have to pay your mortgage and they're not going to foreclose on you, that comes with a lot of heavy stipulations. Because if you watch real estate channels like I do, one guy said, he didn't take it because they put him in a position where he could not refinance the house. He could not do, it just messed up his business. Of course, any service business. Hey, you know, that's the wrong way to look at it, City Slickers. You want to look at a business that you can dominate and you can get in. You don't want to go, hey, all right, Roger. All right, Chris Hill. The median age of these new 21st century big mamas is like 39. I don't think she's gonna be letting her kids move back when she's still trying to turn up. Woo, man. Thank you, Dark Side. That person isn't a medical doctor. I guarantee you he's not. The art of becoming more. I'm a landlord and chose not to take advantage of the mortgage holiday because I knew it would negatively impact my future plans. Because if you watch real estate channels, a lot of these guys did not take it because it would handcuff them. They couldn't do certain things. Homosexuals, they get hungry. They want that chicken in your refrigerator. But essentially, 2021, like my plans of buying real estate, 2021, if I purchase real estate, I'm probably going to turn into an Airbnb because I met someone who's doing Airbnb and they're doing just fine. And they're actually going to manage my property for me. When I start seeing bandit signs that say we buy foreclosures, I know what's going down. Hey, because essentially, like real estate right now is white hot. There are bidding wars on properties 350,000 and less, and they're snapping them up. Hey, the hobosexuals, man. Essentially, many people, hobosexuals, male and females, hobosexuals, it's hard out here, man. It is hard. It is really hard. Business owners that operate in New York have to still pay taxes to New York State, even if the company is owned by an out-of-state company holding. Well, that's pretty much any company. If you have a holding company, let's say your holding company's in Wyoming, and then you have an operating company that's in New York that operates and makes money in New York, you're gonna have to pay New York State taxes. That's just that. That's pretty much across the board. So one of the things that I want to bring to your attention is, and I'm really serious. I've been mentioning this. I've been screaming this. You don't have to start a full-fledged business, but if you have a job, you need to have a side hustle. The side hustles are going to become mandatory. You're going to need to have a side hustle. No, see, this is the deal with the real estate. Because of the mortgage holiday, as the art of becoming more said, it is protecting people from going through foreclosures. Because right now, if it wasn't for this moratorium, foreclosures would be on and popping right now. And at some point, they can only protect these people for so long. And at some point, they're going to have to let the dogs loose. And that's when the real estate's going to crash, because the market's going to be flooded with properties. But as long as these protections are in place, they're not. And if these people, yes, introverts can be successful in business. I love owning in the DMV. It's a protected bubble. Really? What do you mean by that? Jobs will be spotty going forward. Shut down to open swings make income unreliable. Oh, yeah, definitely. Because what is going to happen, I want you guys to listen to me. First, We need to see if the Democrats can secure, we will know in January if the Democrats can get the Senate. That's the game changer. If the Democrats can somehow win these two elections in Georgia and put two Democratic senators, they will have control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency. And at that point, you will see the mother of all stimulus packages, and you would probably see some year-long mortgage moratorium that's going to keep protecting these people. And you might see a return of the additional $600 on top of your state unemployment benefits. This is if the Democrats can pull that trifecta. And this is one of the things that the economy hasn't completely collapsed. Oh, it's very expensive. Side hustles are mandatory, man. And this is one of the reasons I keep preaching it, because, I'm getting ready to say next week, I'm going to launch some Black Friday specials. Once again, nothing at B School for Hustlers is going to be for sale. I may enhance some of that stuff, but the stuff is going to be at Hustlers Kung Fu. That's where we're going to get into it, and we're going to start talking about this, because 2021 for many people is going to be a worse year than 2020. And one of the things that is going to happen, from a political calculation, if the Democrats can pull off this trifecta, get the House, the Senate, and the presidency, you will see additional stimulus in 2021. But if they can't, and the Republicans hold on to the Senate, additional stimulus is going to be very hard to come by. Oh, those in the DMV, DMC are never hit as hard when the economy is great because a large number of federal government employees. I got you. Pretty much, City Slicker. Pretty much. We will see something amazing. Well, at some point, the evictions, the foreclosures are going to have to take place. Yeah, the unemployment benefits will be sick, man. That's my big fear, because at some point, because let's go ahead and say the Democrats win the trifecta, right? They get the presidency, they get the House, and they get the Senate, and they create the mother of all stimulus packages, which includes a year moratorium on foreclosures and evictions. What are they going to do for the people who own these properties? Because these people own these properties who have mortgages, they're not getting paid. So at some point, the bubble is going to burst. Pretty much. So we will see. Good fella Neil. Hey, I'll leave that alone. Welcome to the first annual Hunger Games. For real. Pretty much. I'm going to tell you something I saw today when I was to the way to the Porsche dealership. I saw this chick. She was kind of sexy. She had a dress on. She was very slim. She had on some high heels. And I noticed that her toes were done. And she was out there. So you're going to see scamming and all this stuff at all times highs. You're going to see some crazy stuff that's going to happen in this current economy. Crazy. Mitch. This pretty much, well, actually, if you look at the 3 trillion CARES Stimulus Act and the 3 trillion that the Fed got, you would be correct. I fully expect, regardless of whether the Democrats win or don't win, that the national deficit is probably going to swell up by 5 trillion next year. Well, here's another reason. There have been so many businesses that have closed that are never going to open up again. They're gone forever. They're done. They're taking that dirt nap. It's a wrap. So one of the things, let me go ahead and let me see what is Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's going to crash again. Oh, it's 18.5. So that's where it is. And for any of you who want to buy Bitcoin, for the love of God, do not borrow money to buy Bitcoin. This is what happened to a lot of people last time. They borrowed money to buy Bitcoin and it crashed, and they had to sell at a loss. Don't do that. Polly Robinson, we're not going to have a civil war. No, people are not about that life. It ain't going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Oh man, that like I said that earlier. Women are going to be taking their third, fourth, and fifth choice because it's going to be so economically hard. Kids getting in it, and scamming is about to go to an epidemic level. Scamming, credit card fraud, all this other stuff. It's about to go to an epidemic level. It's about to be stupid. Stanley just endorsed Bitcoin. Like I said, I had some Bitcoin. I was all on the Bitcoin thing. Here's my issue with Bitcoin. People see it as a get-rich scheme. That's my biggest issue with Bitcoin. People are not buying it because of the blockchain and technical fundamentals. They're buying it because they hope to buy it and then it goes to the moon and they can make a lot of money. That's my issue with it. In order to becoming more, a lot of people going to feel a lot of pain, and that pain is going to make them do something different because they have no choice. Jukebox Hero, I'm here to say, I'm not buying no Bitcoin. I'm not messing with it. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh choice. If he's a man with some money, come here, handsome. Come here. Let's do this thing. Let's go to the courthouse and change my name. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's change my name. Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. One of the things that you're going to see is a lot of stuff, because in the video that was talking about the global reset, we're going through a big, because this is something that no one's talking about. Right now, we're going through a massive transfer of wealth, and no one's talking about it. Massive transfer of wealth, because as the economy crashes, real estate crashes, people crash. Let me tell you what happens to you when you lose your job and you stay unemployed for a long time. That damages your economic prospects for the next 20 years. I don't know where they're going to go, because this global reset is everywhere. Hey, here's the thing. Instead of moving, go ahead and I want you guys to do this. Take out a sheet of paper. Take out a sheet of paper and write you down some ambitious goals and make your life where you are. Because this whole notion, I was watching this video, this guy was talking about, he moved to Bali, and he was talking about the people of Bali, and they're happy without money. Bali is a third world country. He's there because it's cheap to live. Once again, make a firm decision to live where you want to live. Good fella Nell, I don't even know about these scams, man. That's crazy. Index funds, if you got, all right, let's go ahead and talk about this, Lucia Jontel. Do you have a long-term emergency fund? Do you have a short-term emergency fund? Do you have a family operating account? And are you debt-free? Because until you accomplish that, you should not be investing in anything. And also, one of the things that you should do, since you're bringing up index funds, is you should get on the Google machine and do a massive level of research on index funds. So you will be educated. Who knows, man? Pretty much when your back's against the wall, you be doing something strange for some change. Economic crashes are where the most money is made. Find out where the cheese is moving to and eat your piece. This is why I got busy. Agent J. Pohl, this is why I got busy. Because I knew that I could make money in a recession. I've done it before. So you're exactly correct that this is when the money's made, because things are going to be so cheap. You want to know why the Porsche dealership was crowded? Because Porsche has adjusted their prices down. I got my car, it was like 112, right? And based upon the depreciation of Porsches, I can potentially sell this car 2 years almost in the future for almost what I bought it for today. The economy of Morris, that's funny. That is funny. Pretty much. Ski mask full effect in Brooklyn. Only channel talking about master transfer is a Lux on YouTube. A Lux is kind of an interesting channel because they like future billionaires. There's only like 2,600 billionaires in the world of 7.5 billion people. I mean, that whole line, where future billionaires, I'm like, please stop. Most of the people watching the channel are not even going to become a millionaire. All right. You're a scammer, you winning. I don't think so. You got to work on money making skills. I haven't watched that Lux in 4 years. I like, it's interesting. Actually, not most of America, but in the 20s, the 30s to 40s, pre 1900, most of America was self-employed, and they were farmers and stuff. Thank you, Nick Penn, for the $10 super chat. I'm working on it, man. Today is a fasting day. I feel good. Index funds. I don't know what's going on with index funds. All of those coconut cowboys doing the nomadic living got smoked when they shut down and canceled those visas. My apps, I was watching some channels where people got stuck in foreign countries. It was crazy. I think day trading is extremely risky and a way for you to lose a lot of money very quickly. Jamar, the scams are epic right now. Yep. FICO 10 is going to mess up a lot of people, because if you don't know what FICO 10 is going to allow them, when they look at your credit, for them to look back 24 months. So that's going to kick off in January. So if you got any credit repair you want to do, you need to be on it now. That's not actually true. Tank Johnson, actually go to Car Gurus and look at what Porsches 1997 Porsches are going for. Pretty much scam city. I mean, that it works well on YouTube, but I mean, they don't really tell you anything that's going to make you any money. John Giller, you're so right, Glendon. I was putting money in the market and I listened to your videos, then I stopped. Now I'm attacking all the debt because all my long, short, and family accounts are funded. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. Because let me go ahead and just go ahead and tell you guys something. Trying to become an investor when you have a car note, when you have student loans, when you have credit card payments, if you would sit down with a pen and paper and calculate the interest on your debt and then calculate the gains for your investments, you will see that you're upside down. This is why you want to be debt free. Also, have your long term emergency fund, have your short term emergency fund, have your family operating account. And that's the only cash that you're going to need to save. Okay? Once you save that, that's it. Then you could take your rest of your cash and put that into investments and get your money to start working. But you need to have a firm financial foundation. Pretty much. I mean, it's most Alex, they design their content for dreamers. Welcome to Alux, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Your chances of becoming a billionaire are so minute, it's ridiculous. Oh, really? I didn't know they ran that channel. Appreciate it. Hey, service business. If you don't know what kind of business you want to start a service business. I met a guy today who bought a food truck because he has a friend that has 7 food trucks and his friend is making like $18,000 a night with these food trucks. So pretty much, Steve Jamerson, pretty much. The Bayless coat, this is real interesting. I have to be careful what I eat because I had some food that gave me the itis on my eating day. So typically I eat whatever I want. Like yesterday, I had some ham, egg, and cheese croissants, and I had a pizza and salad for lunch, and I was just fine. But then I had these high carbs, and man, I was like, I had to take a nap. It's crazy. I'm not worried about inflation or hyperinflation. See, this is the thing. Once again, when you have a business, okay, this is a hedge against inflation. Or if we were to switch to Bitcoin, if we switch to Bitcoin tomorrow and you have a business and people were paying you in Bitcoin, you're still going to make more money than the average person. No, I don't trade the stock market. They are becoming more. Yep, lots of people got stuck abroad. Those of us who are real experts looked at them with such pity. The expert life is not a game to be played without a strategy. Once again, 100%, 100%. Rugged Collar, this is what's happening. You're seeing NFL games being canceled or postponed, college games being canceled or postponed because of the pandemic. It's going to be crazy. That's funny. All right, all right, all right. Pretty much. I mean, I don't watch it because, like I said, that whole Welcome to Alux, where future billionaires come to get inspired. I'm like, oh my God, that whole line turned me off. Nope. Thank you, James Rice. 50K cash is the new attitude money. Yep. Food truck. I like there's so many things you can do. Pretty much get online, get online. Edward Fenwick, with 30 days to 25, I made more money in a week with my service business than any of these half-baked Forex traders. This is what I'm saying. Thank you, Edward Fenwick. Like, like this is one of my biggest frustrations. I know if you take the course and do the work, you will be like Edward. You will make money. But people are so damn lazy. They don't want to do nothing. So big ups to you, Edward. Big ups to you. Congrats. Pretty much. People never want to do the work. I remember some of my friends thought my business success was luck and magic. I know, man. Some think cash week. I know, man, because on Hustler on Savage Finance, I was doing the live stream and I had one of these Bitcoin bulls, and he was talking about cash is going to be played, and they're going to get rid of cash, and they're going to get rid of gas cars, and I'm like, okay, it ain't going to happen as soon as you think. 50K a month is a good goal. I think anything that's online is going to be huge. Oh, okay. They make book recommended. I don't really watch it. I know about the channel. I think they will make it to the Super Bowl. They're going to do it come hell or high water. I don't really talk to a lot of members of my immediate family, so I don't have to worry about that. Thank you. Thank you. Pretty much. I don't really spend a lot of time on Alex. Yes, we're a capitalist society. We're a capitalist society. I want y'all guys to put this in the comments. What would y'all think of a coaching program where you get to ask me questions and there's a curriculum? Like, I'm going to make it like a 6 or 8 week curriculum, and then I'll take 2 weeks off and then set it up again. What do you think of this coaching program for online businesses? Because this is one of the things I'm thinking about releasing for Black Friday. Just go ahead and put that in the comments. Let me know what y'all think of that. Because I have a YouTube business, I have a consulting business, and I have a online course business. I have 3 distinct businesses that bring in cash every month. The FEMA camps. So, because one of the things I'm getting ready to do is how to create a YouTube channel and make money. Because, there was this article about Meet Kevin and Millennial Money. And one of the things with Meet Kevin and Graham Stephan is they're young. That's the selling proposition, because, I look at it and people, because a lot of the advice they give is really not that good. It's just not. Hey, man, like I have a group of people I went to high school with that I talk to, but I don't talk business with them because I can't. So I'm thinking about putting this together because I'm going to work on this because, the reason I'm working this weekend is because it's a short week next week. And, sounds great. Good idea. Okay. All right. All right. Because I'm just thinking around, because like I said, I'm not going to discount anything at B School for Hustlers, but I'm going to create some new stuff that I can sell at a decent price to help you guys out. And anyone that's in B School for Hustlers, I will just include that in the curriculum. So, you'll get that too. Because so many people, thank you, Jamar, appreciate that. Because there's so many people who don't understand, like there's so many scams out here, right? Like you can start an online business, you don't need an email list, you don't have to set, and I'm just like, you don't have to do all this stuff, and they're just lying to people. All right, Agent J Poole, I appreciate that. Yeah, because essentially this is something that I've done several times. Like I started like two disruptive mail channels, and within 4 months I was making 17,000 a month, and I only had like 3 or 4,000. Because there's a certain sequence, there's a certain way that you have to put your YouTube channel together. And first of all, you got to build your YouTube channel, so you're not going to be selling anything in the beginning. But this is something I've done with multiple YouTube channels. A lot of people are months behind on rent. Like I said, this pent up demand, at some point, it's going to break free. It's just going to break free. It is. And because I'm thinking about it, because I got to sit together, because I'm actually working on it tonight, because this is something else. Like for you guys, forget the weight loss benefits of alternate day fasting. Like I got up this morning, like 6 o'clock, been ripping and running all day doing stuff, and I still have a lot of energy. And I didn't realize how much consuming food just ate up your energy, because I'm going to plan out this. I'm going to sketch it out, try to get it ready for Black Friday and stuff. Pretty much, pretty much. No, I don't. I've never done that, so I'm not going to create some training for something I've never done. Essentially, the way that I teach you how to do the corporate toolbox is going to get you plenty of tax benefits in there. Plenty of tax benefits. Plenty. Because one of the things I'm going to do is, like I said, nothing at B School for Hustlers is going on sale. I'm not doing that. I've learned my lesson. I'm going to put some specials up for Hustlers Kung Fu, and then I'm going to create some new offers and some new trainings. So we will see. We will see. All right. So this is what's going on, man. We're going to have like 12 million plus people who are going off unemployment benefits after Christmas. This is going to be devastating for a lot of people. Devastating. And you're going to start to see, because like, how many of you people know someone with COVID? I actually know 10 people with COVID. And I was watching a health professional, and he says it's going to get to the point where everyone's going to know someone with it. This is how bad this thing's going to get. And it's already gotten there for me. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of scams, man. There's so many scams. Oh man, I'm like I said, on my fasting days, my energy level is through the roof. I ran around all day. I worked out. I watched some football. I mean, and I like it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm not going to bed till like 12 o'clock, and so I can get a lot done. The repo man is rolling hard right now, man. And also, for those of you who have companies, buying the corporate toolbox is a tax deduction, because that's continuing education. That's a tax deduction for you. Just to let you know that. €89 sugar baby. Good Lord, man. That's crazy. Stay in wolf mode. Stay in wolf mode. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Yeah, that's one of the things. It is really, really bad. All right. So that's all that's all I have for you guys tonight. So once again, below is How to Never Be Broke. That's a free course. You can go ahead and grab that. 30 days to 2500 free course. You can grab that. And the Hustler's Mindset audiobook, that's free. You can grab that. So that's my gift to you. And I'm going to be working on creating some other stuff. So I will talk to you guys.